Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today we're unboxing this accessory hole that I got for a Peugeot 308 T7 wagon. A good friend of mine commissioned me to upgrade their beloved car's stock OEM car stereo to an Android based head unit, and this kit I have here comes with a separate reverse camera and also a USB port for the center armrest. Now, starting with the smallest one, I believe this would be the USB port. Just trying to find where I can make the cut without damaging what's inside. So just made a cut there. Set that aside. Just really relatively simple packaging. And that's just that. This one would connect to the existing USB connector that would be coming out of the head unit, and I'll need to find a way where to mount these. So that's the first item. Next one will have this would be the reverse camera. It comes in a box. So I got this obviously from different suppliers, different sellers, but AliExpress has kindly delivered all these items in one packaging. So it's good that they do that. So what do we have here? This the usual stuff that would probably connect to power source. That's the video line, relatively long, and I'll be using these to connect to the reverse camera trigger that's on the head unit. I did a quick video how to wire a reverse camera, so if you are not familiar how to do that, just click on the link up above or check the description box down below for the link to those videos. What else we got here? Last but not the least would be the reverse camera. Now this head unit comes with a free gift, which is a reverse camera, but it's one of those universal one where you need to screw it into one of the car's bodywork. I don't want that. What I found is this one swaps into the number plate light, so that's the light that would replace the existing one, and in the process you have a camera attached to it. One good thing about this is that the wiring is already routed in the actual housing. So in my C200 reverse camera installation, this wire is actually coming out of the camera, and then I have to find a way to route it back. But in this way it's already in, so that's a good one. It's good for cable management, and they usually have a video input and a 12-volt power. And let's set that aside. Last but not the least, the head unit, obviously. Open that up. Oh. First time I'm opening this tightly packed. First thing I see here would be the accessory connectors here. There's so you have the GPS and two USB ports, USB connectors. It's a Wi-Fi antenna, the reverse camera input, and audio inputs. Now my friend's car has an auxiliary input, so I will make use of these auxiliary input, but I don't think I need the rest here. So I'll be removing the ones that I don't need, so we don't create unnecessary bulk, because if I have all these, I need to worry about blanking this out. I don't want these metal bits exposed, so I'll be removing the ones I don't need. It's simple, push the pin here and pull it out, that's not a problem. And then 4G, so if you have a spare SIM card, you put it there and you get connectivity. So that's the first accessory box. Let's put that away. Next, the wiring harness. So this is meant to be plug and play, so that's your canvas decoder. That looks like a USB connector if you have the built-in ones. That goes in there, but I don't think my friend's car has a USB connector, so I might not need that. But it's good that they provide this. It's pretty handy if you have a fully spec car. And then we have the wiring harness. That looks like really different. So that one goes into the head unit. Obviously, this one goes into whatever. It's pretty old. Looks pretty old. These are like an ISO. Maybe not, but I haven't seen that one before. It's different from the Peugeot. So, okay. So they provide you with 2 wiring harnesses. So it depends on what you have. You can probably either, so they're the same connectors. So yeah, they give you with 2 types of connectors. So this one doesn't really not read Chinese, but that's the usual familiar one that I've had used in the past. This one I'm not too sure, so hopefully my friend's car has this, because that's familiar to me. That came off. That's not a good. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that. Okay, so -1. Not well built. Not well built. Yeah, good thing I saw that right away. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known where to attach it. But yeah, so 2 wiring harnesses. That's good. But could use those terminals to be plugged in securely. Not it just came off too quickly there. And radio antenna. So I'll set that aside. So that's a second set of wiring harnesses. And we've got this. So this is the free gift. It's a reverse camera. So, and that's what I was referring to. This is a universal one. I don't want to screw that on, so I'll set that aside. I don't think I'll be needing that for this installation. As I've said, I've got a better reverse camera. So this, compared to that, this one has more LED light, so that's good for in that regard. But as I've said, I don't want to drill a hole on the car's panel. I'd go with that. And last but not the least, the head unit itself. Now I opted for the bigger screen. In my previous install, I used the one with physical buttons on the side, so much smaller screen, but it looks like an OEM stereo. This one has its own control panel buttons up the top, and the screen buttons, not physical, not tactile, as I should say, but sort of touch sensitive buttons on the left hand side of the screen. even though we're, you know, we have right-hand drive vehicles, which means that it's going to be a far reach to I mean, it's still possible, but it's not as convenient if I were driving on the left-hand side of the car. The other thing I like about this is that it's very, the profile is very thin. The previous one I did it's a 2-DIN car stereo, so it occupies a lot of space in the dashboard cavity. It was actually tough fitting in all the wiring harness, but with this one, kind of like its form factor, because it frees up a lot of space in the dashboard cavity. So that is the quick unboxing video for the accessories that I got for a Peugeot 308 T7 wagon. And if you want to see the full install of these accessories onto that vehicle, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and see you on the next one.